So yeah guys, Mixio AC here. I just recently watched the Only Yesterday, or Japanese name would be Omohide Poro Poro, and I would really have to say Takahata made really good job on this movie because it was actually brilliant, and I really like this movie a lot. And yeah, I don't think isn't Takahata isn't so maybe so much popular like Miyazaki, but his works are also well known, and I think both Miyazaki and Takahata has own style for the animation films like these. And like we see here in this cover, we can see that Takahata is really put good description for the Japanese school life that they have in this movie. That basically the Only Yesterday is story about a 27-year-old woman named Taeko, and she's basically living in the her family, and suddenly she starts remembering her like when she was 10 years old. So she starts remembering those days, and the movie is basically about all of her memories, what she basically did with her families, and how bad she was in school with the math. And there are many interesting memories here in this movie, and I really have to say I enjoyed the whole movie. And also it's a story about the when Taikos is remembering these memories she had. Later she will be going to this farm which is run by her grandmother, and she goes to work there. So it's basically showing also the farm life of the farmers' daily life. So yeah. So it's pretty interesting movie, and I have to say the animation in this one is pretty unique, considering that Isao Takahata and Miyazaki has different opinions of the movies, and they have, like I said already, different styles. What I mean different style, that Miyazaki's movies are more like fantasy elements considering his animation, when Takahata is actually making the really realistic animation. When you see in this movie, that you will be really surprised that the backgrounds in this movie, like the farm and the many of the buildings, are very nicely drawn, and they really are realistic. So it's like you seeing them in the nature that they would show in this movie. So I was really pleased with that. So yeah. But overall, I will give 10 out of 10 for Only Yesterday because it's awesome movie, and I totally recommend for it. Studio Ghibli fans, or if you haven't seen any of the Studio Ghibli movies, I highly recommend watching them because these are like the animation masterpieces and really good movies. And maybe and Isao Takahata is also his movie are really special because his storytelling is a bit more like Miyazaki. Don't have any narrators in his movies. Like Isao Takahata has some narrators, so it's really puts a nice atmosphere on the story too when there's someone telling about the movie, basically. So yeah. And yeah, the music, what I have to say from the music, it has the when you put basically when you start the movie, it has the kind of like peaceful piano sound, and it's very greatly done. I really like it, but basically Joe Hisaishi was in the movie making in this one. I guess it was like it's written somewhere here. Yeah, Masaru Hoshi is basically who made music for this one, or who composed basically all the tunes from this movie. And I basically have to tell that he really did great job with the music from this. Also, it has some Hungarian music, so it really has the modern music and a little bit Japanese feel into it. So yeah, but yeah, that was my basically first impressions and a little review for this movie, and I highly recommend for this all of Studio Ghibli fans and who haven't seen any of Ghibli movies, like I said earlier. So yeah, guys, tell me what you think about the Only Yesterday. If you have seen the movie already, did you like it pretty much like I do, or did you like it but it not was maybe the best ones like the Miyazaki's films? But yeah, and definitely give me your opinions about this movie also, because I actually want to hear other opinions about this movie also. So yeah, guys, definitely don't remember to subscribe, like, and rate these videos. And yeah, thanks for watching this.